It's variables on both sides, the word problems, video number 2. Susie is going hiking with her friend Mary. Mary started hiking before Susie. She was a whole half mile down the trail before Susie even got started. Well, if Mary hikes at 2 miles an hour and Susie hikes at 2.25 miles per hour, how long will it take Susie to catch up to Mary? Okay, so think about this problem just for a little bit. We're going to use our 5-step process. First, we have to identify our variable. X equals how long, or in this case, hours, it will take for Susie to catch up. Now let's put this in words. We want to know when Susie will equal Mary. Okay, we want to know when Susie will equal Mary, and don't forget Mary got a head start. So Susie's speed is going to be 2 1/4 times x. Mary is going to be 2x, but don't forget, she got a half-mile head start. So there's our two equations set equal to each other. Now let's see if we can solve them. And it looks a little messy because it has fractions in it, but I don't think so after we do a few simple things. First, let's get all the x's on one side. We're just going to do that by subtracting 2x from both sides. And we get 1/4 x equals 1/2. Now, if you remember from some of our videos with two-step equations, all you have to do is multiply this by its reciprocal, and that way you'll get everything canceling out and equaling 1. So that'd be 1x, or x equals, and in this case, let's simplify before we multiply, x equals 2. So what question do we have to answer? How many hours will it be before she catches up? Susie will catch up to Mary after 2 hours. Okay? And then what happens after that? Susie's just going to keep on walking and leave Mary behind. Alright, so that was a pretty easy problem. If you want a super challenging problem, one that's almost impossible to work, go ahead and go keep watching. Otherwise, shut the video off. Alright, Susie and Mary. Hey, where have we heard those names before? We're driving to Florida. Mary left 2 hours before Susie. Mary drives 50 miles an hour. Susie averages 70 miles per hour. How many hours will it take for Susie to catch up to Mary? So once again, we have x equals hours. Now this seems like the same problem, but is it? And we want to know when Susie will equal Mary. So let's think about our equations we're writing. Susie's easy, that's 70x, because it's 70 miles per hour, so 70 times how many ever hours she drove. And Mary is going to be 50x, but we know she got a head start. But how much of a head start? Well, she left 2 hours before, and she's traveling 50 miles per hour. So she really had a 100-mile head start. So now all we have to do is be able to solve this equation. Once again, I'm going to subtract 50x from both sides. And I'm going to get 20x equals 100. Divide by 20, divide by 20. X equals 50. And let's answer our question. Not 50. How about 5.0, or really 5? So it will take Susie 5 hours to catch up to Mary. Okay? So that's a little bit different kind of problem. Yeah, we kind of tricked you with that plus 100 there. So it's not too hard to work. You just have to read the problems carefully and get a sense of what the problem's really about.